Hi, U.S. History class. Welcome to today's presentation on Jamestown. And we will be focusing on the years between 1607 and 1619. Miss Parkin and I got together earlier and we had a little phone call about our field trip, and we wanted to share that with you. We also, for the occasion, wore our historic Jamestown t-shirts that we bought while we were on our field trip last year with about 40 students. And so we're going to talk about some of the things that are on the back of our t-shirts. Hi, Ms. Parkin.
Hi, Miss Matlock. How are you?
I'm great today. How are you?
I'm fine. I love your shirt.
Thank you. Can everybody see my shirt? It says, if you can't see it, it says Historic Jamestown. And look at Miss
I have
Parkin's
one
shirt.
also.
Why don't you tell the kids where we got these awesome shirts?
Well, we were really fortunate last year because we were able to take 40 of our students to on a field trip, a nice history field trip. So we learned a lot of things about a lot of different time eras. But one of our stops was Jamestown, and some really significant things happened this past year for Jamestown. So maybe you could tell them about that, Miss Matlock.
Sure. Well, the reason why we went is because it was the 400th year anniversary of women first coming to Jamestown, of the first African slave arriving at Jamestown, and the first representative assembly was formed in Jamestown in 1619 with the Virginia House of Burgesses. So this was the first time that men in the colonies were able to vote and have a say in their government. And that was a lot more freedom than they received from the King of England.
Very important.
Yes, very important.
Sets the stage for where we are today, doesn't it?
Oh, most definitely. Yes. So, Ms. Parkin, I am going to share my screen with you just so the kids can see the back of our shirts, because I don't think they're going to really be able to see them. So hold on one second and I'll share my screen. Because there's some really neat things on there that we probably want to show them.
I think so.
So check it out, guys. There's a picture. Miss Parkin and I were twinning today.
Yes.
And then there's a close-up. I know. And there's a close-up of the actual items that are on the back of the shirt. And it says top lessons learned at Jamestown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we talked about a very important person at Jamestown, right?
Yes.
Yes. So that's what this shirt is really all about, I think. A lot of it. Yes.
Captain John Smith was a very important leader to the early Jamestown colony. And without him being there, it's very questionable as to whether or not they would have survived. So here are some very, just, I guess, these quick little lessons that if they would have known, I don't know, some of the colonists may not have come, Miss Parkin. Do you think some of them may have chickened out? I might have.
They probably should have if they wouldn't have. But so the first one is build the fort first. I mean, that's a really important one. And we should all think about why should we build the fort first?
Yeah, and it's due to protection, because think of all the enemies to the English settlers that were there, the Native Americans. They're on their turf. So they really needed protection. The next one says two words, shoe jerky. I don't know if we should spoil this one for them, Miss Parkin.
Yeah, let's not spoil it, but those are two really important words for sure.
Yeah.
Period. But that'll be coming up for them to learn about.
Yeah.
Next time, book a round trip ticket. Why do you think we should book a round trip ticket?
I don't
Might not have been the most pleasant place to be, right?
Yes.
Might be homesick.
And the next one says, always drink upstream from the fort. Oof. Well, the water quality. If we think about where Jamestown is situated, it's there, of course, on the Chesapeake Bay. It's on the James River, but the Chesapeake Bay is there. And, of course, the water is brackish. What does that mean, Ms. Parkin, when I say it's brackish?
Well, brackish means it's a mix of fresh water and salty water. So
is it good to drink?
No.
Yeah, see, they had a lot of problems with water quality in
Yes, they
early
did.
Jamestown.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, and they put their fort like right there beside the river. So, you know.
Yes, they did. Yeah. So, and then there's two theories in arguing with Captain Smith, and neither one works. Neither one works.
Hey, Miss
What
Parker,
does that
that's
say?
like us.
It's just like us. So what do you think that means about Captain Smith?
Very strong but necessary personality for early Jamestown.
Yes, definitely.
And I'm not really going to talk a whole lot about the next one. I'll just let everybody think about that one on their own. But never squat with your sword on. Okay, moving on.
Yes, I love this one. This is one of my favorites. If you won't work, you won't eat. That's still good advice.
That is still applicable today in my estimation.
Yes.
And then the last one says, mosquitoes don't care if you're a gentleman. So what might that mean? A lot of class warfare in society. That means everyone had their place, everyone had certain jobs. So, of course, there were probably some jobs in early Jamestown that the gentlemen thought they didn't need to do. And most of the early settlers were in that upper class gentleman class. So they had a
This was
lot of
probably
problems
pretty
with that
difficult.
work and you don't eat business.
Yeah, this was probably a really difficult time for them.
Yes, yes.
Something they were used to.
So it also is kind of like today with coronavirus. You know, it doesn't matter what class you are. It doesn't matter, you know, how much education you have. It doesn't matter. I mean, a virus, or a virus in this case that can be spread by mosquitoes, doesn't care, doesn't know about any of that. And the things that we put into place in society have no impact on disease. So,
Right.
all right. Well, guys, we'll get back to the presentation. We'll talk to you later. Hi, guys. Miss Matlock's back here, and I want to just say that I hope you enjoyed our little phone conversation, and I hope that gets you excited about studying even more about Jamestown. So check your Google Classroom, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.